Hi, everybody. This is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you guys doing? Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome in to anybody new. This is happy Vlogmas day 3. And wow, look at me. I look like a hot mess. It's been raining all day. I had curls. My winding my hair up last night worked. I had some beautiful curls. I got a little bit of frizz left back here right now. I cannot believe how frumpy I look. Wow. Wow. I had a long, long day today. It is now 9:56. I still have not eaten dinner, so I'm getting ready to go in. I think I may eat a couple waffles. I'm so hungry and I'm so tired at the same time. As you guys know from my Vlogmas front that I posted earlier this morning, I had to get up for 9. So I was actually up by 7:30 today, ready for my best friend to pick me up at 9. Had a very emotional church going time with her today, being that it's her last time going to church, and I don't know if it'll be my last time or not. It depends on if I can find a ride. Just the fact that she's moving is very, very hard. So there's that. Then I went to I wasn't even home for 12 minutes, and my nephew was here to pick me up. I planned on crocheting today because I knew I was going to be at uh, the baby shower for quite a while. Oh, excuse me, quite a while. And I had put everything in a different bag for church, and I put my hook in the tin that's in that bag, and I forgot to put it into my regular bag after I got home. So I didn't have an eye hook. I started making the square with an H hook, hoping that when I block it, it can make it bigger. Although sorry, I got something in my eye, it feels like. When I measured it, it says that it's 7 inches. So I'm thinking it should be fine. It just doesn't look as solid. So I only got 4 rows done. So I'm probably just going to take it out and redo it. Which I may sit here and do that. There's a Jackson Galaxy video that he premiered today, and I really wanted to see it while he was on premiering it, but of course I didn't have time. So I was at the baby shower from 2 until about 5. And then my nephew and I went to see my mom in the hospital. His wife was supposed to come too, but they were driving separately. She's very tired. She's not feeling well, and so she just went home to lay down. Yeah, they are watching her very closely. She starts doing her weekly visits, I guess, this week. So it seems they're all in the belief that she's going to have the baby early. So I told her, I said, please, if you go into labor early, make sure I know, because there's one thing I really wanted to make sure I got done for around the time that the baby is born, and I will have to stop working on whatever I'm working on to get it done. So So that's going on. I came home. I brought cupcakes home for my husband and myself. But I sat down and I literally felt like I was going to pass out after I got home. And I don't even know what time it was when I got home. Couldn't tell you. I know it was at least 7-ish, 8-ish maybe. All I know is I was so tired and my knee is killing me. The chairs were wooden and hurt at the baby shower. The padded ones hurt worse than the wooden ones after a while. I mean, if I was only there for a half hour to 45 minutes to an hour, as most people would be in a coffee shop, because that's where we had it. I guess somebody who knows my nephew's wife owns the coffee shop. I don't know if it's her relation. I don't know her side of the family very well. So it was very nice. Very nice. It's just a long drive, and that's why I'm like kind of not sure on all the times. We left there around 5, which means we didn't get to the hospital until about 6, maybe a little after 6. So yeah, I'm thinking I must have gotten home around 7, 7:30-ish, maybe even 8. I don't know. But I know I'm sitting here, my cat and we just melted together. And then I had to get up and give them the treats because it was treat time. And I wanted to put my pajamas on, but I'm like, I have to do Vlogmas, and I'm dressed so nicely. So I wanted to come on, even though my hair has front. I will show you the start of the block, square, whatever you want to call it. I will pause you. I won't just move and get it like I did yesterday. You know what? I'll just do like I did yesterday. It's real life, right? All right. Oh, I won at Baby Bingo. And I almost didn't see that I won because they had it black and white paper and they gave us black pens to mark it off with. And we were all having a hard time trying to figure out if we got a bingo or not. And everybody, there were like 2 people around me who bingoed, and my sister-in-law was passing out the prizes to everybody, and then I was like, oh, wait, I bingoed. I had a diagonal one. I was telling my aunt, because the only person from my side of the family who went besides my sister-in-law was my aunt. I was telling her that I had like 3 different ways I could have had a bingo, but none of them are called, and I only missed one word. Only one word that they called I didn't have. And I was like, wow, I should have probably had a bingo. And let me get this. I thought I put my stitch marker on here, but I did not. And I had one stitch already come out. Doesn't matter, I'm going to pull it out anyway, but I'll just show you what the block is like because my other squares are back being blocked that I made out of this, which I think I've shown you guys before, but it's shells. I know this is black, it's hard to see, but shells. So after I change, get something to eat, I'll start watching Jackson Galaxy while I'm eating, and then I will crochet while I'm watching him. Anyway, in my bag, my little baggie, I'll show you what I won. It's quite a little bit of a mix. This is my string from Try to Guess How much around, and I wasn't too far off. And then they had so many people. They had like 4 people that were close. My nephew, it was funny. He's the one who was, trying to find the winner. And so finally I told him, I'm like, I have a tape measure if you would like to use it. And he was like, a tape measure? What do I need that for? I'm like, I just thought maybe you might like to use it, that it might help. And then he's like, you know what? That would help. And let me try to remember. She is exactly, is it 47 3/8 of an inch around? Or was it 48? Maybe it was 48 3/8. I think it was 47. 47 3/8 inches around. So the first thing I noticed that I have in here, and I've never used one of these, so if any of you guys have, let me know. But it is a honey stirrer stick that you can use in coffee or tea. And I've been drinking a lot of tea for my throat lately. So again, let me know. I've never used one, so I don't know. And then I got a hand sanitizer that is afternoon apple picking. I'm not a huge apple fan, but I love scented hand sanitizers. So they actually call this antibacterial hand gel and not hand sanitizer. Alrighty then. Whatever. And I don't know if this is from Bath and Beyond or not now. I thought it was, because it doesn't say. It says pocket back on it. So I don't know. So I got that. I got a hand cream that came from Bath and Body Works. I'm at Bath and Body Works. And it's called In the Stars. Now, I usually only use natural scents because both my husband and I are irritated by a lot of perfumey scents. My husband more so than myself, but I just always try to use natural scents then. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this. If not, I may be putting it in, well, I can't put it in my daughter's crud. It's got shea butter, so it's not vegan. And I didn't realize it's got hyaluronic acid in it, so 24-hour, and it has 24-hour moisture. Ultimate hydration. Maybe I'll hold on to it for when I'm working at home and he's not home and I'm working with like the really soft yarns that take all the moisture out of my hands. It's not terrible. It's just not something I'm used to. Definitely will not go in my bags because when I have my bag in the car, I always have to use my hand lotion because anytime I go in, use the restroom when we stop at the truck stop, I always have to use hand lotion afterwards. A Ghirardelli peppermint bark square, yum, one of my absolute favorite things, besides Dove dark chocolate peppermint bark. Oh, talk about my favorite thing. And a little teeny tiny balsam and cedar Yankee candle. And that is a nice scent for when we get out the tree. Just light it and get a little bit of tree smell in the house. So, nice little bag. Nice little gift bag. Oh, and the thing that I really loved the most, the other person sitting at my table won, and she was my sister-in-law's sister-in-law, her brother's wife. And they had these clips on the bag. Each bag had one clip. Oops. Tag is stuck to it. It doesn't want to come. Clips. And I know this isn't exactly like the clips my friend showed me. These are kind of like the clips that a friend of mine and I were talking about that would be good for holding crochet work together when you're getting ready to sew it together, which we're getting ready to do on our cocoon. So I'm thinking I might be able to use these two. She was like, I have no use for mine. If you can use it with your crochet, go ahead. And it's covered with a plastic coating around it. So again, not exactly the ones that I was wanting to get, but they'll work. Because the one thing, and tell me if this happens with you, when it says to pin together a garment so that you can sew it together, I always end up jabbing myself with the pen when I'm trying to put it in there nicely so that it will stay together and not fall apart, because hello, it's crocheted and it's not a solid piece of fabric. Or well, I always get jabbed with it while I'm pinning it together. But then when I go to work on it, I get jabbed again. So I usually end up getting stuck anywhere from 4 to 5 times with just one of the pins. So if there's more than one, you know, multiple. So yeah, I plan on using these to the best of my ability. That was a little baggie that I won. Isn't that cute? So that was my day. And it was a very, very, very long day and not my normal day at all. So this will probably be the busiest Vlogmas day that I will probably have. A couple of them that may also be a little bit busy, considering that my husband and I are going to be helping my best friend pack and put things in the box van that she is renting to move all of her stuff. So, yeah. And that will be happening next week. So, trying to prepare myself for that. Not very easy to do, but I'm trying. So, with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, but remember, I can't remember. I guess I didn't ask the question. I was just letting you guys know. There will be a live on my channel. It's an AJ's and K's Yarny Tale live. But instead of doing our regular live where we talk about something and educate you about what we find on it, the history of whatever we're talking about or whatever, um, we're just going to do a come and chat and crochet and talk with us. And if you have questions you want to ask, you can ask questions, whatever you want to do. So I'm sure I'm like looking at some highlights in my hair right now, and I'm going, ooh, I didn't realize those were there. Like right there. I'm sure it's gray hair, but on here, at least to me, it looks like there's some blondishness in there. And against my hair, it sparkles. Yeah, I don't mind gray hair. I think my grandma, when she had a pretty full head of gray hair, just beautiful. And my grandma's sisters would either have like completely white hair or they would have the dark black with the speckled gray, um, like salt and pepper hair. So I think every last one of them are beautiful. And yeah, I always figured one of these days I will end up being just as white-haired or grayed, except for the color of my hair comes from my dad's side of the family. So I don't know how well everybody grayed or didn't gray on his side of the family. I actually think, if I remember right, my grandma held her color pretty well for quite a while. She did gray in the end, but she held her color longer. And her sisters, I don't remember either of them going gray. So, but I know one of them died when I was still pretty young. So, anyway, there you go. I will talk about almost anything here. Graying hair, whatever. Oh, I want to show you what I can't turn around and show you the back of my hair, but I wanted to show you the barrette that I have in, and since I got to take it out anyway. Isn't this cute? It's a kitty cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty cat. It's the first time I've worn it, and I've had it for a while. I just forgot to put it in. So, yay. I have a big one that's gold. I got this one. This one's silver, and it's the full body. And I have one that is just the cat face, cat head and face. So it's just, rounded with the two ears on the top, but then the whiskers come out. And I think it has a mouth, nose, and whiskers on the inside. So I thought of wearing that, but I figured this one would fit better, considering that my hair is not as thick as it used to be. But hopefully I'll get to wear that one here sometime soon. And yeah, I love them. I think mine may have come from Amazon, or they came from came from direct sales, but I can't remember which company. I know I got a lot of Lilia or Lila Rose stuff, but I know these didn't come from there. I'm thinking they came from Amazon. I know when I first found it, I found one and then the other from somewhere, and then I found them both together. So I'm thinking Amazon. So anyway, I am going to go. It's 23 minutes. I didn't expect to keep you past 15 minutes. But then again, like I said, it's probably my busiest day that I will have this month, besides my birthday on the 24th. That one I may not even be able to vlog on the 24th, so we will see, unless it's during the day before, we do anything. But I am going to go. I'm going to get something to eat, and then I'm going to work on that square and then go to bed. So I love you guys. I will see you soon. Remember, you matter. Don't let anybody tell you differently. And you are beautiful, and you're gorgeous, and you're handsome, and I love all you guys. I'm always here for you if you need me. I will talk to you soon. Later.